Welcome back, everybody. Today is Tuesday, January 20th. And before I begin, like I said, I did start a new manager job a week ago. It's been kicking my butt. It's been a lot of work, been doing some interviews, HR items, trying to change or make things more efficient. It's been pretty crazy, but it's been enjoyable. However, it has not given me a lot of time to do these videos. I will do my best to continue doing these videos because I do enjoy them. I like having conversations about Neopets and talking to all of you, but never mind all that. Today, you're going to have scheduled downtime Tuesday, January 20th. If you did not know, it's going to be happening from 8 to 9 p.m. Neo Standard Time. Make sure you realize this. Do your dailies before you cannot do them. Okay, Tales of the Guardia event now live. Another donation kind of event happening here. We get tickets, and you have to paint at this thing. I will tell you, I did not read it whatsoever. I had no clue what I was supposed to paint it, but then I just kept hitting it over and over again until eventually it worked out. I think that's the hardest part about Dacardia. If you don't actually read it, you're going to struggle. I tried to sort it by new, but it didn't do anything. Didn't give me this one. It was like on the second row, but hey, it finally worked out. And you can donate to your heart's content. This time around, I've been donating, like simple logs and boulders, whichever that I had. I need 15 of those to get the full amount. And if you want to see the event guide here you go. Let me just scroll all the way down and see how many Neo points this is all costing. I did not know, like looking at the items, I'm like, oh, I don't know what I actually want because it's a whole lot of stuff I never thought about getting. But as you can see here again, lots of rarity 99s because they want you to have rarity 99s. Why? Because I said they probably want you to finish Judora's and Illusions quest, which means if you're into that, you should be buying some of this stuff as it drops down in price before the event actually ends, okay? Makes a lot of sense. Captain Quickfinger is back, and people were astonished by the prices of his different items, like the giant ghost kerchief coin. We've seen it, some of these cost like 5,000 on the higher end, but now it's 13,500, and people are like, oh my god, this is very terrible. We're gonna have to possibly pay for early eggs. I don't really know. I've never really looked into that. All I know is I can afford it, and this giant ghost kerchief is actually pretty expensive. You can see right here. This thing says 100 million. I'm not sure if that's still the number. You might want to check before you spend 13,500 pearly eggs, but just be on the lookout for that. If you want some Neo points, maybe you go that direction. Just know there's other people that could potentially buy it and bring it down. So before you commit, take a look. We also got this kickoff 2026 in style email and blog going out. I did not see it in my email. There is this whole entire blog out here on Neopets. If you have not seen it before, I see a lot of merch and collabs, and that makes a lot of sense. So some high level important details. If you want to read it all, go out there. If you want to see the Neopets or Jelly Neo, I guess notes, you have it right here. About 75% of TNT is dedicated to classicneopets.com website in terms of fixes and new content. The size of this team has doubled since 2023. That's actually pretty nice. And I know there's going to be some people that say there's not that much movement, but it has doubled since 2023. So if you thought it was a little slow back then, or like a year or two ago, then hey, double the size may mean double the I don't know. They're trying, okay? They would double team. It's always interesting too that you're like, how many people is double? Is that from 1 to 2 is doubling, 10 to 20 is doubling, but it says 75% of TNT is dedicated to that. Partnerships with other companies like launching the console game and with tea shops like Gongcha have the goal of helping to draw in new returning players. I think that's kind of interesting. I mean, the unfortunate part is these tea shops are in only certain places, certain cities, certain states, not totally around the world. I only say that because I don't know. I've never looked up around the world. Maybe they're around the world, maybe they aren't. A botting task force is in place, acknowledging they aren't moving as fast as everyone would like, but they are committed to getting this right. It's really not that hard. I mean, realistically, just get the people that have been botting shut down and then go for it. You could do two things at one time. But I mean, you just look at the wishing well. It's been pretty insane just seeing all the usernames on there that look like actual bots. There's a commitment to never use AI to replace their human TNTers. or to generate artwork. However, they may use AI tools to help clean up the site's code base for more efficiency. More efficiency. Or code base more efficiently. There we go. I'm trying to like revise the words. It was written correctly. I will say, there's something about said that you could just use AI to take a look at this. Like point out which one is a fake account winning on these things or tracking items. That's how you could use that. The servers running Neopia costs 100,000 per month, and revenue comes from 7% of Neopians subscribing to premium, 2% purchasing Neocash. That is a crazy amount, 2%. I only say that because I see a lot of people on Neopets Nation spending it, and I'm like, that seems like a lot of people, but 2%. And ad revenue and merchandising and licensing closing the rest of the gap. So that is pretty interesting. This means that they are on track to break even by this summer 2026. You think about everything they've been doing, and they are just about to break even. Like, you're like, oh my God, I can't spend any more money. It's been too much. They haven't even broken even yet. Several investors that have wanted to buy out Neopets have been turned down. Premiums prices frozen and guaranteed for 2026. That's nice. Pet slots will be increased for everyone with more updates on that soon. Nice. Congrats to Dom for welcoming a future Neopian. So congratulations, Dom, on that. I'll say that from me. I think that's awesome when you can bring another life to this world and hopefully share the love of Neopets. There you go. Retired Smuggler's Cove treasure. I don't know if any of you tried this. I saw it was 200 million for an avatar. I think that's absolutely insane. I don't know why anybody would actually do that unless you have amazing luck. Amazing freaking luck. I'm trying to find it right now. Where is this thing? Yeah, I saw this and I'm like, there's no way people are going to do that. That's actually crazy. I think it's on page 1. Hold on. There it is. Here you go. I mean, the avatar looks cool. Do I really want that for 200 million? No. Do I think there's anything worth inside of this thing to get? Yeah, I mean, if you get an attack P, maybe. If you get a super attack P, heck yeah. But I look at this stuff and I look, it's like junk. You're literally paying 200 million for an avatar. And you think about it too, like the stuff, if there's enough people that open this thing, then the price of these things go down as well, correct? I mean, there's some that are just like really bad. Take a look at this ancient hourglass. Yeah, 4,500 Neopoints. And someone actually did get it. I mean, I was like, holy crap, someone did get that. Funny looking at this because there's some of this stuff that I've owned or restocked. I had the mystical fish slobber. I got the mystical teapot of doom. I restocked this pirate ship float pen. I restocked this sloth approved gel, the rotten egg. I've owned the smuggler's treasure chest. That was a lot of fun to play with. Yeah, so it just brought back a lot of memories. But these memories are not worth 200 million Neopoints unless it's like the super attack P. But I hate this thing. I honestly hate this thing because that is not what Smuggler's Cove was about. I hated the fact that they were giving out seasonal attack Ps from Advent Calendar. And the reason was because Smuggler's Cove was supposed to be something that was very limited, right? Like you put out a new item, there's only so many of said item, and that was it. That was the whole purpose. I don't like them giving this out in events. Nothing like that. I mean, if you want to make a new item and shove it in Smuggler's Cove so that it restocks, I think that's cool. It generates a lot of excitement when that happens, but to put it out for 200 million, highly against that. That is where I stand forever and ever and ever. Trudy surprise. This one's really neat. I do like this one. Unfortunately, there was somebody that was going for this gold Baba for the longest time. They were trying to zap it, and then they finally get it, and they released it. So that was unfortunately fortunate for that person. But you have some other golden type stuff right here. Wow, looks really nice. Event. Oh, what do we have here? Faerie Fragments. So if you have not seen another event in Faerie Fragments, obviously same stuff over and over and over again. More important is what can you get from here, and best thing it looks like is going to be your Defenders of Neopia coin for about 5,000 tokens, 20 million. And I believe, yeah, there's a limit. There's 100 per restock. We're back to this again. We are freaking back to this again. 100 per restock. I just don't know how often it restocks. Maybe it's like every day, every 2 days. I don't know. At this point, I pretty much checked out on this. I play it. I continue to play. I continue to do it, but I haven't ever had a problem of actually redeeming this stuff. It's really just about if you want to guarantee it, do it sooner than later, right? Just earn the tokens, and then you have a better shot of getting it than at the very end, of course. Because if everybody waits to the end, and there's only 100 that restock, then you'll have a problem. Hey, what is this? Walk T, drop guitar. This is unpriced. What is that? That's his replica. All right. Okay. Millions something. Not anymore after this event, but there you go. Oh, another R99. I would have never guessed that they put one of those in there. Is that it? They didn't put one. Rock is funny because, they gave that during an advent calendar, I believe. So there's that. And then site blocking feature update. If you haven't seen it, you can block. Just block. If you don't like people, just block them. Okay, that's how it works. Nice, nice. That is everything. Yeah. My quest log, by the way, I ended up getting this handy dandy thing. What do I got? Streak reward. Rainbow pool coin. That's very familiar. I swear we got that as of one of these campaigns that they were doing. Rainbow pool. I have no idea how much this thing is worth. I was just like, oh, cool, coin. I guess I'll take it. That made it really easy. Neopets, what's happening on this thing? Ooh, all done. Okay, I got Illusion Glove yesterday. I got it today. Got the shell, all that. All that's very normal. I hope you all been doing very well. I'm sorry again about like my whole busyness, but I forgot this thing keeps popping up. Get off, get off. Get off, chap. Oh my god. He's not leaving. Get off my screen, buddy. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna close it. I'm just gonna close it. Don't have to worry about. I really hate this Haunted Woods hunt. That does not change whatsoever. I just extremely hate it, but that is how it is. I'll see you all later. Hope you have a wonderful day and happy hunting, I guess. Haunted Woods hunt. Get it? Not hunting as okay. Bye.